Sometimes you really can't afford to go out and buy something, or even just don't have the gumption to go shopping. So what about things for your existing wardrobe? What tips do you have for the person who's saying, I hate everything I own, but I have to work with what I have?
Belting something that you've never belted before, I think, can be a really great idea. And recently I've been really into mixing colors that I never thought that I would mix before, and it can change something dramatically. It's like, I love this magenta with cream, and I love it with mustard, and I love it with navy and white, and they're not things that I necessarily would have thought about putting together before, but it's like, in looking inside of my own closet, I'm like, what if I did wear this striped sweater with these pants? And it could be fantastic, and really kind of thinking outside of your own box.
So what about seasons? Does the seasons change? Any tips for that?
I'm a huge fan of putting away, like properly putting away my clothing for the season. And I feel like that has a longevity to my clothing over time, but there's also something about, if you're looking at it throughout the entire year, it may not seem that exciting. I love vintage suitcases for storing all of my off-season clothing, so I will literally like pack up my clothing from winter and I will put it away in my closet, and I will reset my closet with my spring transitioning into summer wardrobe. And to me, there's an extreme excitement when I unpack my suitcases at the start of next winter or the end of fall. I'm really happy to see those pieces again.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that before, but it's always sounded so daunting, like the idea of cleaning up everything and putting it away. But using vintage suitcases, that's kind of brilliant, because it does make it a little bit more putting it in something that's a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
Do you have a process, any other tips that make that process, which seems like a huge task to me?
And I don't know if it's just because I deal with clothing, like sorting and folding, and I find those sorts of tasks just like very relaxing. I don't think most of us are blessed with a closet that can hold 4 seasons worth of clothing.
That's true. That's
so
very
it's
true.
really fantastic. I also really like to have a really edited closet where I can move everything that's in my closet. If I can see all those pieces together too, I think is how I can get creative on my solutions of putting things together that I wouldn't have thought about otherwise.
So recognizing that you need to take proper care and trying to make that whole process like a close of season, meditative, try and make it fun by storing it into some fun container, and then you have the pleasure of seeing it again in a year. It's like Christmas.
It is
seasonal
like Christmas.
Great. So let's see how it goes today.
It's about time that we just face our society's mistakes. Can be traced back to the day we decided to obey. And it's about time that we just face our society's mistakes. Can be traced back to the day we decided